Good evening, everybody. Last time I introduced this volume so that you guys get to hear me. Yeah, no, a little bit more. Okay, I talked about Kivy Live, right? A project that I worked on, and it allows you to run up Python codes live on your phone without kind of like compiling. You can also run Python use code very well on it. Um, you can redesign the interface on the application too. So I called it the Kivy Life UI. Now I got a lot of issues. People came with a lot of issues. They can't integrate it to their project. They can't get it to work. It has a lot of bugs. It comes with many errors. I mean, you can just start the app immediately trying to connect, you're already having a serious error. Yeah, I kind of like fixed some of the errors. I kind of like did something like try and accept. So I caught the errors and handled the exception. So yeah, we have the pico error, we have the network error, but mostly what you'll be getting is the pico error. The pico error is more common to the app, but which I have handled. Now I would like to get things clear. This is not for production environment. This is for development purposes. Yeah, and you can't integrate this to your project as of right now because the developer has not yet figured out how that is going to work out. Because I'm not planning, yeah, I'm the developer, because I'm not planning to continue working on this project for long. Yeah, I mean, like working on it, seriously working on it. All I do is each time I build applications, an idea comes in, I work on it. An idea comes in, I work on it. If there is no idea, I won't work on it. So let me go ahead and show you guys a to-do list of what I intend to create. Now we have here create a class.json file that can be visible to classes variable in main.py file. If you have gone through Kaki project, you should know what this is. If you've not gone through Kaki project, please do, because I don't have time to explain those right now. Allow integration with personal project. Now, this is part of something I want to work on. I want to make this Kivy Life UI to be integrated, like you can integrate your project in it, right? Let's say you have a full source code of a project, you're working on a to-do list app. You can like integrate your to-do list app into the Kivy Life UI so that you don't need to copy, because actually the way I did this was, if you want to integrate your project, you have to copy and paste. Then still copying and pasting, there's still going to be a lot of issues here and there. So I left that one aside to put more focus on it later. Allow integration with personal projects and allow shipping of compiled recipes or requirements like ffmpeg over the network, right? It's just like you have extra requirement to add to uh, the application, right? It's simple. Instead of recompiling the application, go straight and recompile only that specific um, package or only the specific software like ffmpeg. You can compile it only using the ndk whatever. Use the recipe call up and you can compile that alone, only it. Then ship it, copy it and paste to your project source code and ship it over the network. Then tell it to go to a specific directory. You understand? We have the lib directory, I think so, where all the whole library.so files exist. So that is it for that one. In case there are other requirements or compile some stuffs, that is one of the things I tend to do so that you don't get to actually recompile your app all over again when you add a new requirement, or clean your bulldozer whatever and start from the beginning again. It's all stressful. We're trying to make life easy here. Now create a comprehensive tutorial on Kivy Life. That will be later because I still have to break down my code in a simpler form that will allow everybody to catch up with it. Now, Let's get back to real business. Real business is this. I'm going to do a normal tutorial for the last time. Yeah, I've been trying to make tutorials on this, but it's not working out for me. I don't really know why, because each time I try to make the tutorial, new idea comes in and I figure out that what I'm trying to integrate right now is not going to work together with the new idea I have. I skip it. Yeah, new idea in the sense that even if I do not pursue that new idea, the video or the tutorial is still not going to be a success, because it requires that new idea that I have in my mind, because you are trying to make this more public, more useful to other people, not only because I designed it. At first I designed it for my own use. I wasn't thinking about the general public. So it was when I shipped it out and I said, let me do a video about this. Let's see if people would want it. Now, yeah, I think I have 290 something views on that. So we are still going to make this work much better. And I think I have a 5-star um a 5-star on the Git repo for now. So what I'm going to do now is tell you how this is going to work without integrating your software, without integrating your code, your project, or whatever. So first of all, you have your phone, right? You download the Kivy Live client and you download the Kivy Live server. These are the You have the application. No need for the Kivy Live. The Kivy Live is if you want to recompile the Kivy Live APK. So excuse me. So how this is going to work is, first of all, we go to the application. But before I start the application, by default, this is what the server has. Now, the editable source codes here are live app main, everything on this libkv except server IP. Please do not edit the server IP. I don't know why this thing just shut out. Okay, let me reconnect that because I connected both the Wi-Fi and the cable at the same time, so it's going to recognize that and then pop up my phone. Thank you. Plug back. So where was I? Yeah, these are the files you can edit, you can work on, you can create new files here. But remember, if you create a new file, if you create a new Python file, oh god, why is this happening to me right now? I guess I have to unplug this and restart my source file. So if you create a new Python file, then you have to go to the main.py on the live. Forget the live admin you are seeing here. You go to the main.py and go to classes. You add it here. Now, as you can see, this is stressful, right? Because when you add it here, you need to recompile the APK again. If you add it over the network, it's still going to add, but it's going to crash your app. Then you have to restart the app again. I think when you restart the app, it's going to be normal. I guess so. Maybe, maybe not. Yeah. No, it's not going to. Yeah, it's going to crash. Maybe. Okay, I handle the exception. I handle the exception. Sure, it's not going to crash, but it requires you to restart the app. But we don't want that. We want something that can make us much flexible. That is why I added this as the first thing to solve. Create a class.json file that can be accessible to this, so that you go straight and edit on the JSON file. When you edit on the JSON file, this classes is going to be able to see it and read it. So that is what I want to do on class.json file modified. It should see it, read it, and re-implement it immediately. So we are going to start the server. Mind you, the only thing that contains the server code is this main.py here. This is the server code only. No need to edit any other thing. So let's get to business. I'm going to start the server. Well, during the code writing, I'll explain every other thing except how I wrote the code. Yeah, though I'm still going to make a video on that. That is why I said I'm still going to make a tutorial, Kivy live, on how it works, so that you clearly understand. And if you're as geeky enough, go ahead, fuck my project and work on it. Make a PR. PR is always accepted, guys. So feel free. So we're waiting for the app to start. The server is already live and running. I'm going to quickly make this possible by typing out the IP address. From the last video, you should know this. Okay, we are connected but not connected. Pickle data was truncated. Reason is because, remember what I told you initially? Pickle is one of the errors we have a lot. So instead of crashing this application, I handled it. I told it to, when you have this kind of error, I think I have the code here. Yeah. Oh, it's not here. It's not here. Okay, quickly I'm going to pause this video and update this code. Okay, code is successfully updated. Yeah, let's see what I did there. Where are you? Okay, now this is one of the pickling error. Once I have this error initial, is going to toast the exception, which you see pickle data was truncated, blah blah blah. Now I have to kind of like close the connection, delete the connection, delete the variable or whatever memory that contains that, delete it entirely to make sure that this is gone, then recreate it again. Yeah, and then return the function and return an empty null value. So when you have this error, all you simply need to do is to click the connect button again as I instructed here. I think it's showing here. Unpickling error. It seems there was an unpickling error. Just hit the connect button again. So follow the, please make sure you read those logs a lot if you really want to understand why something is not working. I kind of like made a comprehensive log for you to understand. If you don't see a toast, go and check the log. So I'm gonna click connect. Oh, it truncated it again. Let me click connect again. It should connect this time around. Yeah, we're live. Oh, my phone is not showing. Yeah, so actually, but we are connected, as you can see. New connection, connection closed, new connection, connection, to show you how many times I connected. So that's just, as you can see also here, it's also showing me those things. Unpickling error, unpickling error. So yeah. Now, since we are connected, what and what can you edit here? Mind you, you cannot integrate your project. I repeat, you cannot integrate your project in this. All you have to do is come to Kivy Live Client. Kivy Live Client is where you write the code. Just know that this is for development purpose or for testing purpose. You don't use this in production environment. You don't use this to test your own project. Be careful, because I made it in such a way that it can overwrite your source code. It can destroy your code, push it to the server. In short, it can confuse both the server and your code if you're not careful with this. So also, I'm not responsible for any damages caused to your code during the use of my, no, it's not my, again, during the use of this software. So be careful with the monster you use. This is still a tiny monster that has not been controlled. It's a dog that is out of control. So the dog needs a training for now. So I'm also beckoning on you guys, for those who can help, join the project. Please, let's make this working. So you have to start the client server. Now on the client, on the Kivy client, these are the source code you can change. Live app main, as you can see, it has the same thing, almost the same thing as the server, except for the main.py is different from the main.py on the server. So this main.py runs the Kivy client code. This holds, is it up to date? Is it okay? It's up to date. Let me be sure it is up to date. Yeah. Okay. Cancel. Internship Z. Yeah, it's up to date. Okay. Now this holds the running application. How else do I put this, guys? This holds the running application of the phone. The Kivy live bracket dot run. Yeah, as you can see, the dot run, whatever. This is the app content, the app interface. This is the app. This is the code to this app. If I should change this, it's going to crash this application. We'll still see that later. But let's go ahead and make a simple change to see if actually everything is working fine. Let's leave the two there. And yeah, okay, it's working, right? We can continue our designing. Mind you, you are only meant to test your project, not to integrate your project. You can copy your code and come in the home.kv and paste it there. If you want to edit the Python code, it is on libpy home.py. You can add anything here, right? You can create a button and tell the button what to do. For example, we're going to click on this MD card on release, and we're going to do what are we going to do? Root dot print. Yeah, that is the error I'm talking about. But this one gets handles. Like it is being handled by Kivy Live. That is when you're writing code and let's say you have a syntax error. Something like this. I think this is the syntax error. As you can see, it shows you the syntax error on the mobile phone itself. And does it show it here? Okay, it also shows it here. But it shows you on the mobile phone and it points to where you are having the error. Line 10. Yeah, I'm on line 10. So we are even, right? Yeah. So root don't print me. Open the brackets and call this jaga. Whatever thing that is there, we can come here and say def print me for that self. Say print print what? Let me call that arg. I'm gonna put comma here and call it arg. So yeah, if I should click this, at first let's get to here. It's going to appear, the arg is going to appear here. If I click this, it's working. Yeah, I wrote a function on my system and it appears it is working on my phone perfectly. I'm clicking my phone right now. I'm touching my phone. Let me touch my phone from the screen here. Oh, let me pull this guy, and yeah, as you can see, I'm clicking on the phone. It is going, the time, the date, the whatever is changing. Yeah, to show you that it is actually clicking. So you can write a function and come to the home.py and manipulate it there. Hope you guys are now getting the gist. If you solve the KVMD kitchen sink project, right? The KVMD kitchen sink, actually I did it the same way. You come to libs, actually in KVMD you call it base class, I think so, whatever they call it. I called mine libkv and libpy. Post your Python codes here, post your KV codes here. For those of you who like integrating your KV codes inside your Python project, You can still include it here if you like, and you know how you can handle that. Manager.kv. Okay, this is something. No, this is not necessary. The issue.kv is, let's say you create a new screen. This is where you add the screen. You create a new screen, you add the screen here. Server.ip, please never you edit this. If you like, you can re-edit it to change the interface. But I know why I say you should not edit it. But if you like, this, if you're editing it, leave this the way it is. And also this guy, leave it the way it is. So that is the way this project works. I don't know if there is something else I should explain. Everything has explained itself. So in this video, in the description below, I'm going to be putting the link to this app, because the one you might go to Kivy Live UI to download will be out of date. Yeah, you're going to be using the latest update, which is the same one I'm using. I'm going to be putting the link myself. It is not on GitHub right now because I'm having issues with my network on PyCharm. I'm trying to connect my GitHub to PyCharm to update my repo, but I don't know what is going on, whether it's from my ISP provider or whatever. I don't know. I've been trying that. I'll still get it to work maybe later someday. So that is the way it works. Now I had another plan to create this video tutorial that talks about glassmorphism. Yeah, someone asked me to create a video on glassmorphism. Actually, I have not had time to create all those. I've been having a lot of work issues. Yeah, when I mean work issue, personal work issues and freelancing work issues, I have a lot of things to do. So I have to put most of my video tutorials on hold, and I have a lot of questions on the last video I had. Yeah, I believe this video would answer your questions. I believe they would. And see you guys in my next video. Please just check out this app, see how it works, follow every step that I did. All right, every step that I made, follow the same. Just do exactly the same thing that I did, and then you will see that this is not too hard. I know it is hard. Even me that is using it know that it is hard. But with time, we're going to get things working, because this is a new dog that has not yet been trained. I've been trying to focus my mind to, figure where this might be in the future. I don't know. But I believe with this, it's a great deal for Python. Shipping your code directly to your phone instantly to your users immediately without passing through Google Play Store. This is a big bypass over the network, a very big bypass. So someone also asked me, how do I do this over the internet? Let's say someone else is with my phone and I want to be updating from my system to the phone. All I'll tell you is go and port forward the port, which is 6050. Port forward it. That is the port I used in the server. Yeah, port forward it, and then you can connect with a port. I think so. So see you guys on my next video, though this video is not that good. Yeah, see you guys on my next video.